Welcome to Valle de Uco, the home of Zuccardi.
Ever wonder what a mountain would taste like in a wine? Not just any mountain, the Andes of South America, one of the highest, wildest, most extreme mountain ranges on earth. Zuccardi Wines of Uco Valley in Mendoza, Argentina, is capturing exactly that through precision winemaking. Zuccardi uses concrete instead of oak to express these mountain-born flavors in their purest form, letting the Andes speak in your glass.
You know, the story of Zuccardi is about the mountains and how these mountains shape their wines through the soils and the terroirs that they created where the grapes are grown. And what sets Zuccardi apart is how they reflect the mountain terroirs in their wines. Unmasked, pure, transparent, exhilarating.
Their wines range from powerful, vibrant, minerality-driven expressions to deep layered wines full of dark fruit and natural tannins infused with spices and aromas. Discover how Zuccardi captures these voices in their wines and meets the people turning raw geology into liquid poetry. At Zuccardi, even the building tells the story of the mountains. Constructed entirely from local stone, sand, and water, it blends seamlessly into the Andes, a reflection of their belief that wine should express its origin, not the hand that made it. Here, the focus is not on perfection, but on identity, purity, and transparency, on letting each vineyard, each parcel, each stone speak for itself.
We thought that the winery will be a part of the place, a part of the vineyard, and a part of the mountain. If you see, the walls are different, every wall is different, like the different phases of the mountain. The mountain gives us all the important elements for our wines, for our soul in our wines.
Inside, Laura guides us through a world of concrete and quiet precision. Concrete, not oak, chosen to preserve the purity of fruit and the voice of place. Here, every micro-terroir is vinified separately, revealing countless faces of Uco Valley.
So it's a very pure expression, actually, of these grapes grown in very challenging conditions.
Yes. It's easy to work with oak. But we decided don't use a lot of oak because we know that we have a lot of quality and a lot of identity in our vineyards.
Yet tradition endures in the Jose Zuccardi Malbec, a mountain wine fermented in concrete and aged in large oak fadres to honor Sebastián's father and the roots of their family, a Malbec crafted in the traditional Argentine style. Beneath it all lies the infinite stone, uncovered during construction and left untouched, the heart of the winery. It symbolizes unity, time, and connection to the land, a reminder that everything here begins and ends with the mountain. From this stone, a corridor opens towards the vineyards in the snow-capped Andes, leading us finally to the tasting room, where the mountain itself is poured into every glass.
We make mountain wine. If you had to describe the Argentinian wine using only two words, the two words would be mountain wine. When you look at that picture of the mountains and this vineyard in front of that, that is not normal. It's not common in the rest of the world, especially when those mountains are 5,000 meters high. You don't see normally vines planted so close to those giant mountains. So this is the strongest part of our identity. That means that the vines are cultivated in areas where the influence of a mountain is really strong in terms of climate, soil formation, landscape, topography, water provision, everything. We make mountain wine, and everything we have, we owe to the mountain. The average rainfall in Mendoza is around It's about 250 millimeters.
Wow.
It's like 10 inches of rain per year. The vine needs more than the double of that amount, so we need to irrigate. Irrigating is a circumstance of our terroir, and the water in the soil is the water from the river, which was snow. So the vine is technically transforming snow into wine.
Yeah,
So that's great.
Yeah.
It's a great miracle, actually.
love that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love that.
Look at that. Look on the tops of these mountains there.
Ice
you
vine.
see the beginnings of wine.
Yeah,
I see wine.
Exactly. So being so close to the big mountains changes everything. So basically the Uco Valley is the vineyard area planted the closest to the highest mountains in Mendoza. If you have to explain the Uco Valley, you can again use only two words, mountain and diversity, okay? Because being so close to these big mountains brings a lot of diversity. Diversity in terms of landscape, topography, microclimates, and soil types. And when I say a lot, I really mean a lot of diversity. So if you travel a couple of kilometers, you will find totally different combinations of soil altitude and microclimates. I will try to explain you this diversity in two chapters. First, climatic diversity. Second, soil diversity. Let's talk about climate a little bit. In this valley, the temperatures depend on three factors. The first is the elevation, the second is the soil slope, and the third is the distance to the mountain.
So you have some of your vineyards here at 1,800 meters?
1,700.
1,700. That's almost 5,000 feet.
Yeah. Yep. So the highest productive vineyard in the Uco Valley is 1,700 meters. Wow. It's a lot. Yeah. Remember the colors. Every single village has its own combination of altitude, landscape, soil type, microclimate. So if you plant your Chardonnay, for example, in Gualtallarí or in San Pablo or in Los Chacalles, you will have three absolutely different expressions of Chardonnay. So let's talk about soils now. You know that the soils here are alluvial soils. Actually, in the valley, there are 44 different alluvial fans. If you look at the satellite picture, you can see the shape of the fans everywhere, and they overlap, creating a lot of this disaster to understanding the soils. Because this was just a piece of a mountain that was here, that was moved and carried down by the water. And this was another piece of a mountain right there with a different rock type, different geology, whatever, being moved and carried by the water. So basically, every single alluvial fan is a single soil source. That means that we have more than 40 different soil origins in the valley. When you overlap that with the microclimates, it's a lot. So
going back on this real quick, that we talked earlier about the wine in the making there on top, right? There is, as you just said, this fan here has a unique fingerprint DNA characteristic on the minerals that actually originates from somewhere in the mountains.
Absolutely.
That is actually can be expressed in the wine.
It is.
Who would have ever thought of that when you drink a glass of wine, right?
Yes.
That you can actually drink a piece of the
mountain
that created that soil where the vine was grown?
Oh, I have my...
Wow.
I will give you a short sample of the diversity that we can have in the soils just by the mountains. In this magic box, I have examples of materials that I've been taking from the soils.
Yeah.
From different areas. This is a nice picture of the diversity, okay?
And then again,
a puzzle.
You know, the rivers, the tributaries, the springs, you know, started here high up in the mountains, basically on a previous seabed that was pushed up thousands of meters of high. The water dissolved the calcium carbonate, and it started to, you know, create that alluvial erosion.
Exactly.
But the water ended up, you know, settling on top of the fan where it coats, where it settles, it evaporates and settles on these rocks.
Exactly. Making a long story short, yes. The richness of the geology that we have in the mountain was left here in the valley. So now we have a lot of different things to choose from. Because if you put on top of this the microclimates, the altitudes, the landscape, the vineyard management, the varieties, the philosophies whatever.
We haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, right.
It's endless, okay? Okay, it's a medium depth soil, so you have 1.2 meters sandy loamy topsoil. But you see the size of the leaves, you see the color of the leaves, you see the growth, the vine is growing up. Now let's walk to the other one. Now we came here to the green spot. That green color means this soil situation where the topsoil gets thinner. We don't have 1.2 meter topsoil here, we have only 40 centimeters of the same sandy loamy topsoil, but then you can see the stones, the stone layers. A first layer of really big stone, alluvial stone, everything is rounded, that dries out much faster.
Yes.
As you can see, that holds less water. Now take a look to the vine. The vine is not
Look at that,
vigorous
Tim.
enough.
Look how small it is.
Look at the shoots, look at the leaves, look at the color. It's not as happy as the previous vine. We cannot take the grapes, pick up the grapes from that point and this point the same day because the ripeness process will be different. These vines will ripen the fruit faster than those ones. If you harvest from the first line to the last line, like everybody do, you will have a beautiful average wine. Good wine, but average wine. If you're able to harvest piece by piece, when every piece is ready, you can build up a lot of uniqueness into your wine. Now, for example, we know that with this, the stoniest soils, we harvest that grape early. We make the wine with a little bit of whole bunch fermentation in concrete tanks, and then we call that wine Concreto. And then, what to do with the deep ones? Okay, we leave the grape ripening a longer time to gain some concentration, and then we use that grape for the blend of Jose Zuccardi. What did we do with the greens and the yellows? Okay, we made all the wines apart, and then we blend 15%, 20%, 30%, and we built, for example, the blend of alluvial Paraje Altamira, or our single vineyard wine, Finca Piedra Infinita. And while doing that, there was a year when we were tasting the wines, and we found one that was telling us, hey, I don't want to be mixed, I don't want to be blended, I want to be alone in the bottle because I am too good.
Yeah.
And we say, yeah, that's right, it's too good, actually. Okay, let's put it apart. And other one there, hey, I'm too good too. Don't blend me. Okay, let's put it apart. The year after, again, tasting, hey, this is the good one. Where is it from? It's from there. Let's check the previous year one. Oh, it was from the same part. And by doing that, we discovered that we had two micro plots delivering outstanding uniqueness year after year. And we decided to put them in separated bottles. And that's our parcel wine, which is the top of a pyramid.
Zuccardi's mission is to interpret the diversity of each place and let every landscape speak through the wine with clarity and precision. At the base of the pyramid are the village wines, crafted to show the character of a single geographical indication from the Uco Valley. Above, we have the Viticulturist wines, high-altitude blends drawn from select vineyards inspired by 3 generations of the Zuccardi family. The next tier narrows the focus to a single Paraje, a defined area within a village with distinct soils and climate. These wines reveal the purest expression of that specific place. Towards the top are the single vineyard and the single parcel wines, shaped by the identity of one single site, planted on alluvial soils rich in stones and calcium carbonate. Zuccardi's wine pyramid isn't about quality, it's about origin, from broad to incredibly focused where the earth itself becomes the voice of the wine. Fósil is a true mountain Chardonnay grown in the Paraje of San Pablo at 1,400 meters or 4,500 feet. This extreme place of cold air, Calcareous soils and mountain winds creates an extreme mineral vibrant wine, a pure expression of one of Uco Valley's highest sites.
To me, very subtle, and then all of a sudden, whoa, you know, it really takes over and becomes very intense and very rich in flavor. It's like a alluvial fan, this one.
Yes.
Concreto is part of Zuccardi's Viticulturist wines, 100% Malbec, fermented and aged entirely in concrete. Sourced from the most rocky plots and vinified with whole clusters, Concreto is fresh, vibrant, and deeply mineral, a Malbec that lets you taste the mountains.
So how can you get so much tannin grape still without just the grape?
Yes. It's only the grape.
Jose Zuccardi is a tribute to family legacy. This Malbec wine is fermented in concrete and aged in large oak fadres, a nod to the traditional style that brought Argentine Malbec to the world. The wine carries the name of Jose Alberto Zuccardi, honored as the winemaking legend, and celebrates the lineage that now continues with his son, Sebastián. Rich, full-bodied, and layered, reflecting the people who shaped it. We reach the crescendo with Finca Las Cerrilladas, an extraordinary 100% Malbec from a single high-altitude vineyard. This site is divided into 30 parcels, each with its own soils, exposures, and cultivation methods. Every parcel is vinified separately, then brought together to form a wine of layered complexity, an aromatic portrait of this remarkable vineyard.
I don't know who will watch this video, but I wish you could taste this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Here are the 4 wines that we feel are an excellent representation of what the wide array of wines that Zuccardi is offering.
This Fósil Zuccardi Chardonnay, I mean, it's crisp, it's inviting, easy to drink Chardonnay that finishes with an explosion of subtle fruit and flavors and minerality.
Huge minerality, and they started with that wine, and that set the stage for the rest of our tasting. And then we moved to the Malbecs. We started with this Concreto Malbec. This is an unmasked wine, no oak, only fermented and aged in concrete. It is a true blend of their mountain terroirs that expresses this core minerality wrapped into layers of dark cherry, blueberry, and this incredible, grippy, lingering finish.
The Jose Zuccardi Malbec is an ode to their father, Jose Zuccardi. This creates a bridge to the traditional Mendoza way of making wine. It's a Malbec with layers of dark fruit, polished tannins, and this lingering complexity on the finish.
Super complex that just stayed with you for minutes.
Yes.
And then we reached Nirvana with this very special wine. It's called Las Cerrilladas. Who doesn't like to say that? Las Cerrilladas. It's the name of their vineyard, one of their highest elevation vineyards, closest to the mountain. And this wine is expressing the unique character of that particular vineyard.
You cannot just taste this wine. You have to experience it. It is so subtle, yet smooth, complex, full body with this uplifting aromas of black olive.
Black olive just came at you.
And rosemary and anise.
Anise was in there.
Oh my goodness, it was as if you were entering your Italian grandmother's kitchen.
Oh, no kidding. You know, as if you walk into her kitchen and what you smell, you say, I want to drink this. You can with this wine. It was incredible.
It was
You can learn more about these wines on our website.
And more importantly, how to order them.
Yeah, so you can experience these wines for yourselves. Because as we said, you can't just taste them, you got to experience them.
Yep. We're Spoken Wines.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, that was good.
Now let's take you to the other side of the world, to another mountain, Mount Etna, a living volcano with a winemaker who captures its mystique in a glass of wine with Burgundian precision.